Coming up, a spectacular view of the Northern Lights in Flagstaff. Plus, the U.S. Capitol Christmas tree stopped by the Flagstaff Mall. The news is next.
NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Good evening and welcome to NAZ Today. I'm Riley Kickbush.
And I'm Artemis Diaz. Thanks for tuning in.
The Northern Lights were visible in Flagstaff last night, and they will be again tonight.
That's right, although viewing them works best if you can find a place like Buffalo Park where the city lights aren't so bright. NAZ Today, Kaylee Doyle is there and joins us live for more.
Thanks. Social media accounts all over the West documented the Northern Lights. I went to Lowell Observatory to find out more. During an event like the Northern Lights, there's an increased interest in astronomy. Lowell Observatory sees this firsthand.
And we certainly have people emailing our science staff and educators wanting to learn more, what causes them and are we able to see them.
If you miss the lights, there are plenty of chances to see them via social media.
Like there are some pictures I saw from last night taken with cell phones of kind of a deep red, almost purpley color in the sky.
The lights are supposed to peak around 7 p.m. tonight, so go outside and look around. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Kaylee. We're nearing the holiday season and Flagstaff is getting in the spirit. The U.S. Capitol Christmas tree made its one and only stop in Arizona, right here at the Flagstaff Mall, Friday night. Reporter Reese Clark has the story.
The 53-foot red fir named Silver Bell officially kicked off its journey from the Humboldt-Toyabe National Forest in Nevada to Washington, D.C. Friday night, it stopped in Flagstaff for citizens to celebrate.
It's a wonderful opportunity. I never imagined seeing it in a truck going across country.
Swift Transportation is responsible for getting the tree to the Capitol. Executive leader Chris Drown played a role in picking the route and stopping in Flagstaff.
So when we got the opportunity to ship the tree across Arizona, we saw Flagstaff as a key spot where we had to stop.
Silver Bell honored the 55-year tradition in which one of America's 154 national forests provides a tree for the U.S. Capitol, and Swift Transportation was happy to participate.
When we got asked if this is something we wanted to participate in, we definitely said 100%. I mean, to transport America's Christmas tree across the country, all these different stops, look at these people. I love this.
Locals were invited to come and see the tree. Friends and family were able to take pictures and sign the cargo that Silver Bell was being transported on.
I love being out with the people and the kids and having them sign it and hearing where this tree's going. To be a part of this, us at Swift and Knight, we're very honored to be a part of this.
The tour will conclude on November 20th when Silver Bell is delivered to the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol building. Reese Clark, NAZ Today.
After a record waiting 50 days to be sworn in, Adelita Grijalva is now officially a U.S. representative. Grijalva was sworn in at the Capitol today after the House returned from a 2-month recess during the government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson had refused to swear in the newly elected Democrat, whose vote was expected to reach the total needed to force release of the Epstein files. The government shutdown is expected to end as soon as today, and that's good news for food banks everywhere. Here in Flagstaff, the Family Food Center has provided food to the community throughout the shutdown.
And so when you take SNAP as out of the equation, in the equation, out and in, it's just complicated. So I think people are still going to continue to try and secure food for them and their families for the next month or.
The 42-day-long shutdown has affected SNAP benefits, Medicare, and even air travel. The expected end of the government shutdown will make federally funded food accessible to millions of families once again.
Across the country, people honored veterans on Tuesday. Here in Flagstaff, the annual Veterans Parade was canceled, apparently because of the government shutdown.
But the NAU Office of Veteran and Military Services hosted its 10th annual Veterans Flag Day ceremony at the Audrey Auditorium. NAZ Today's Ashley Hinchy was there.
It was both solemn and celebratory. The Veterans Day tribute included students, staff, veterans, and families honoring those who have served.
For me, Veterans Day is that special day each year when I get up, drive down Milton Avenue, and get a free donut at Dunkin's.
Indigenous veterans and tribal members performed traditional dances.
How do we get the biggest flag that we can get our hands on and put it on the biggest building the university will allow?
The tribute brought together people from all backgrounds, united by gratitude for those who have served. Organizers say it's about more than just remembrance. It's about community and connection.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you again for joining us this evening and part of this celebration. To those who have been wearing the uniform to defend our nation, and to the families supporting you, thank you for your commitment to service and being such a vibrant part of this community.
Ashley Hinchy, NAZ Today.
Every first Friday, a group of singers gather for a community song circle. Song Hearth is an event that takes place monthly during Flagstaff's First Friday Art Walk, supported by the Arizona Commission on the Arts. This event welcomes all ages to sing in a circle. Proceeds benefit the Greg Hill Fund for Music and Dementia Care, a program that makes music accessible for those experiencing memory loss. On December 5th, Song Hearth will gather once again, bringing community singing to First Friday.
NAU started off Native American Heritage Month with a crowd favorite, Stew Fest. Indigenous students and community members and others shared a meal. The goal was to celebrate Native culture and encourage connection. The event was hosted by the Center for Native American and Indigenous Futures.
For all the Swifties in Flagstaff, the Orpheum in downtown Flagstaff is hosting an 18-plus Swiftie takeover this Friday. They will be shaking off the new album, Life of a Showgirl, with one drag queen at a time. Word is to grab your besties, dressed in style, and get ready for some fearless fun.
Flagstaff has just one Mexican bakery in town, which opened its doors in 2021 and has become quite successful. NAZ Today's Yoselin Hernandez joins us with the story.
Some tasty dishes that you won't find anywhere else. That's what Gloria's Bakery is all about.
Buenas tardes. Yo soy la señora Gloria, la señora de aquí de Gloria's Bakery.
Gloria and her family come from Oaxaca, which has a strong culinary tradition. They serve some of the most loved Mexican dishes and pastries.
So like anything from like staples like conchas and like puerquitos. We also happen to do like seasonal items. Like right now we're doing the pan de muertos, so it's like kind of the Day of the Dead offering.
Gloria's son says that for Latinos, this place offers a community, a taste of home for those who may feel out of place coming from somewhere that has a higher population of Hispanic individuals.
I think it's nice that, you know, people have that option to come up here when they travel or they go on vacation, and they have like an option, you know, to kind of feel at home.
For Richard Sanchez, a regular customer from Los Angeles, Gloria's Bakery is a hidden gem.
There was one particular brand, this is the only thing that reminded me close to home. I try to buy some from the grocery stores, they're not the same, or other bakeries, there's none that I could think of.
Sanchez says that Gloria's food reminds him of his mother's cooking, something that is hard to match.
Chilaquiles is my favorite item, the green chilaquiles. It reminds me of my mom. Of course, there's nothing that substitutes your mom's meals, but it comes somewhat close. And it's just a constant reminder, like having it here with me.
For authentic Mexican cuisine and baked goods, you can find Gloria's Bakery off North 4th Street in East Flagstaff. Looking for a recommendation? My personal favorite pastry was their cuernitos. Back to you.
Beethoven is a famous composer, but at Coconino Humane, he is also a lovable dog looking for a new family.
NAZ Today's Kayla Petkevich has our pet of the week.
That's right, I had the chance to meet a friendly pit bull husky mix named Beethoven. Meet Beethoven, a shy fellow at first, but once given the opportunity to warm up, a very sweet dog.
Don't take it personally if he does not come up to you or want to say hi to you or want to play with the toy that you have, or even if you've got like a really nice treat, he's probably not going to eat it, and don't take it to heart.
Beethoven has been in the shelter since he was 2 months old. He is now around 1.5 years old.
He does not have a lot of experience with things outside of the shelter. So things that your average dog might find super exciting and really rewarding, he does not feel the same way about because it's just not the environment that he grew up in. So I think the key thing with him would just be patience.
Because of his time in the shelter, the staff members say the best family for him would be one that is able to give him the time and love he needs to adjust to a new home.
He's really willing to learn and open up, but he just needs a lot of patience, as do a lot of the animals here. He will respond. He's going to learn to love you. You just have to be willing to take the time with him.
If you are interested in adopting Beethoven and or any other animal, check out coconinohumane.org or call 928-526-1706.
Coming up, how multiple small businesses are working together to support each other and celebrate their culture.
Currently, we are at 60 degrees in Flagstaff with winds at 6 miles per hour and 28% humidity. Stay tuned after the break.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I just found out my work party is a +1. You want to go? This is my boss, Ella.
Nice to meet you, Greg. You're welcome. Nope, I'm high. But I'll clean the kitchen while you're gone.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? I'm toasted.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
We have a late word of the measles exposure at the Flagstaff Mall. So far, there are no reported cases of measles in Flagstaff, but county health officials say anyone who was at the mall on Thursday, November 6th, anytime between 10 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. and is not vaccinated should watch for symptoms and seek medical attention if needed. In the heart of Flagstaff's Sunnyside neighborhood stands a beacon of community and opportunity, the Market of Dreams. This center was founded over a decade ago by community leader Coral Evans to help residents turn their passions into small businesses. NAZ Today's Jadalyn Norado joins us in the studio with more.
People from all over Flagstaff came together for the Días de los Muertos celebration to promote these small businesses and celebrate their loved ones.
We also believe that the skills that an entrepreneur needs, one of those skills is resiliency. And we believe that you can teach and learn and grow resiliency, not only in an individual and in a family, but in a community. And so that's what we do here at the Market of Dreams, and we invite anybody to be a part of it.
One of the entrepreneurs is Geronimo Vasquez. Sunnyside helped him to become an independent business owner.
Being a small business owner is not easy, and having networks like the Market of Dreams are so important because it provides that structure, it provides that support, provides that fallback place, it provides that advice. So that's what keeps me going.
On this day, the Market of Dreams hosts a celebración of Dia de los Muertos, an event filled with life to honor tradition, remembrance, and togetherness.
This event is an opportunity to bring the community together to celebrate and remember those who have passed on from our community. So it's an opportunity to collectively share our grief, but collectively share our joy as we remember those that have passed on.
For Coral Evans, events like this capture what Sunnyside is all about.
I'm just excited because it's about community. I feel like right now there's so much divisiveness that's happening at a national level that it's up to those of us who are here on the ground level, on the street, to remember who we are and to remember who we're connected to.
At the Market of Dreams, every business, every story, and every celebration is a reminder that together, a community can dream, build, and thrive. Jadelyn Norito, NAZ Today.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Meet the Scan, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Welcome back. My name is Natalia Tucker, and I will be your weather forecaster this evening. Right now we are at 60 degrees in Flagstaff with winds at 6 miles per hour. We have no cloud coverage today, but the skies were smoky from the prescribed burn earlier this week, and we will have some thunderstorms coming in. For Arizona, our temperatures across the state are in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. In Phoenix, it's 86 degrees. Kingman is at 76, and Taylor is at 66. Zooming into the northern Arizona region, we've got Prescott at 70 degrees, Payson at 66, and Grand Canyon at 64. Overnight, our temperatures are going to drop from 53 degrees down to 47 degrees at 4 a.m. Tomorrow morning, we will be kicking off the day at 45 degrees at 7 a.m. And then we're going to have a 20-degree climb up to 63 at 1 p.m. Moving on to our 5-day forecast, we had some smoke today from the prescribed burns once again. Over the weekend, we're going to have partly cloudy skies and some thunderstorms. That's all the weather I have for you today. Stay with us and tune into our socials.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
One scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
When the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
I'm relying on luck, but who knows if it'll be on my side.
When it comes to disasters and emergencies, it's not a matter of if, but when. Take control. 1. Assess your needs. 2. Make a plan. 3. Engage your support network. Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell.
Welcome back. My name is Lydia Schwieters, and I'll be your sports reporter for the night. It was an exciting week of sports in Flagstaff, and I have all the updates for you. NAU women's basketball has tipped off their regular season, and they have a new head coach and almost a completely new team, with just 2 returning players from last season's roster, freshman forward Faith Curry and senior guard Audrey Taylor. NAU hosted Embry-Riddle last night for their first official home game of the season. The energy was electric on Tuesday night at Roll Activity Center as the NAU women's basketball team got their first official win of the season against Embry-Riddle 100-59. It was Laura Dinkins' first official win as a head coach, and she described what this win means for her in the upcoming season.
Feels really good. Especially with having such a young team, it was nice just to see the chemistry come together there down the stretch, especially in that third and fourth quarter. But I'm very happy to get my first win with such a special group of young ladies. You know, not only are they good basketball players, but they're just very special people. It makes the win even better.
Freshman guard Naomi White led the Lumberjacks with 21 points. She has averaged 24.3 points per game throughout the first 3 games this season.
Repetition, reps in the gym. I work out with my coaches all the time, so just repetition and constant shots, game shots, like spot-up shots, just a lot of repetition.
White transferred from Grand Canyon University with Dinkins in the offseason and has nurtured their relationship since making the transition.
It was interesting. It was a little rocky at first. But as soon as she got the head coaching position, she called me right away and said that I have a spot here if I want the spot. And I took the spot knowing who she was as a person, who Coach Camacho was as a person. I didn't come here on a visit. I didn't visit anything, but I trusted them, and I trusted that they would bring in a great coaching staff to help me and my team get to where we want to be at.
Laura Dinkins must feel great being able to have a home win at her alma mater. The Lumberjacks travel to UC Irvine for their next game on Saturday at 4:30. As basketball is gearing up, football season is nearing its end. NAU football hosted Northern Colorado Saturday night for NAU's homecoming game. The energy was high in the dome, and head coach Brian Wright said he was pleased by the crowd that showed up for the Lumberjacks and hopes the support continues for the remainder of the season. Let's take a look at some of those highlights. The Lumberjacks struck first with an opening drive touchdown to Jason Raines. The next drive, Darvon Hubbard barreled into the end zone to put NAU up by 2 scores. The Bears eventually responded with a touchdown of their own, courtesy of Brandon Johnson. But Colby Katzis made Northern Colorado pay with a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to put NAU up by 18 points. And before the half was also named Big Sky Special Player of the Week. Seth Cromwell added a pair of rushing touchdowns in the third quarter, and Ryan Fontaine capped the scoring with his first career rushing touchdown in the fourth quarter. The Jacks posted 5 rushing touchdowns for the first time this season and enjoyed 189 yards on the ground. Coconino High School football is also in the state playoffs, and the Panthers defeated the visiting Mesquite Wildcats 29-22 on the opening round last Friday. With the win, the Panthers now advance to the second round of playoffs, and Coconino will travel to Bradshaw Mountain High on Friday to take the Bears on. These two recently matched up at the end of last month, where the Bears walked away with a win 28-21. I look forward to the second matchup, and I'm curious to see if Coconino can pull out the win this time around. That's all I have for sports for you tonight. Stay tuned for weather recap with Natalia Tucker after the break.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Over the weekend, we're going to be having some partly cloudy skies and a lot of thunderstorms over Saturday and Sunday.
Well, as Natalia said, we're getting to some cooler temperatures, so maybe some snow in the next few weeks. How are you guys planning to deal with that snow?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to get my sled and take it down the steepest hill I can find on campus.
How about you, Lydia?
So fun.
You know, I'm from Minnesota, so I can combat the snow pretty well. How about you?
I'm a little scared. I've never driven in the snow before, so I'm a little scared to see how that works out.
Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you here next Wednesday.